Hello and welcome to the last what sold video of the summer. I've been doing these all summer long and this is the last one. I'm going over sales from August 24th through the 30th. We're ending on a really strong note, which is great. Before I jump into this video, if y'all could just let me know in the comments down below, because I still don't know what I'm going to replace this video with. Would you want A, work with me videos, B, like ship with me videos, which is essentially like what sold, but maybe I just film it every Monday and go over what sold that weekend. Or C, kind of more like educational style videos. So I go over brands, I go over tips, etc. So I could do a combination of all three, but I would like to know which one y'all would most like to see so I can really start filming those videos. Okay. So without further ado, let's dive into the sales from this week. Last week, I ended the video by saying, I don't know if I can replicate my good sales again next week. I had 1,600 in sales last week, and this week I had almost 2,100 in sales. It's largely due to like the first or the second sale we're going to go over, which was such a great sale, but still, I finally, all summer long, I've been saying I wanted to get back to $2,000 sales weeks, and I finally did that the last week of August, which feels really good, and hopefully I can continue this into Q4. So let's start with my overall stats, and I actually pulled up not only the stats for this week, but my stats for August. I'm filming this on Saturday, August 31st, so hopefully I have a few more sales this afternoon. It's 12:30 p.m. and these numbers can go up a little bit, but this is essentially what my August sales were. So which one should we go over first? Let's go over what sold this week. So my total sales, $2,096.93. Really, really happy with that. Total earnings, this is what was deposited into my bank account, $1,588.59. Gross profit, which is incorporating my cost of goods, is $1,318.34, which is great. I'm really happy with that. If I could, I mean, ideally, really, I would love to build a business that gets at least these numbers, and then like my stretch goal would be $10,000 in sales a month. But you know, I'm doing it mainly by myself, so and I have a million other things to do. So yeah, I'm happy with where I am, but I'm not going to hold myself to like a $10,000 sales month every month. Total items sold 37, so pretty good. But what really went up, especially because of my one really good sale, was my average sales price of $56.67, and then my average gross profit of $35.63. If we looked at median, these numbers would be lower because this one really good sale is really anchoring this at a higher number, but that's okay. We'll just leave that there. Oh my gosh, so this is the first week, I don't know, ever, that my eBay sales surpassed my Poshmark sales, and that is because of that one really good sale. My total Poshmark sales were still great, $968, but my eBay sales were $1,076.41. If this one sale gets returned, I might shed a tear or two. It's happened before many times. It can happen again, but we'll see. And then my Mercari sales was $52.52, which is actually not horrible for Mercari. Okay, so my total sales for August, $6,037.04. Like I said, I would like to see this at $8,000, but I'm happy with $6,000. Let me just see. It's one of my better months this year. Yeah. One of my better months. It's not my best month, but it's one of my better months this year. So, and August is historically a really good month for reselling. Could this number be higher? Maybe. And I want to actually talk about this number. Actually, my total sales number for this week sounds great, 2,100. It also could have been higher, and I'll talk about why it's not. But my total sales for August, 6,037. I listed the most and I think this will go up to 150 because I'll list tonight. This is the most I've ever listed within a month this year. So, which is not anything to brag about, but it is a personal accomplishment. So I'm happy with that, and I would like to see that continue to go up. What is that like? That's like 5 a day. It's not bad. So anyway, 6,000 about for my total sales. Total earnings, what was deposited in my bank account, $4,549.97. So about $4,500, pretty good. Total gross profit after cost of goods was $3,557.45. not bad. Total items sold 138, which is good, solid. I like to see these numbers being kind of close to each other. I mean, it means I'm not growing. It means I'm kind of just like, you know, staying at an equilibrium. But I get worried when this number is way bigger than this number. When my total items sold is way bigger than my total items listed, which happened in months like, for instance, June, I think, and March. When I move at March, I only listed 77, but I sold 255. That's like a shrinking business. And it's like, okay, yeah, you can liquidate all your inventory and have a really good sales month, but then that's unsustainable, obviously. So I like having good sales months where my total items sold and my total item listed are at least close. Another thing that I didn't actually put on here that is good, my total sold from listed. So I listed 142, but I sold 51, which is actually pretty good. That's like a 33%, you know, sell-through rate. Not bad. I mean, that's from things I listed this month. Not a lot. Most people think about sell-through rate, 90-day sell-through rate. That's like 0 to 30-day sell-through rate. So my average sales price was for the month $44.14. That's actually really great. Would love to just stay around 40. Average gross profit $26.16. That's great. My total sales for Poshmark $3,362.60, and eBay $2,432.52. So again, that's kind of like typical. I actually, you know, it's a much better sales month for eBay, and this is not something I talk about a ton, but I'm not even top rated on eBay, but next month I will be. So I will hopefully, you know, appear higher in search and hopefully, you know, have lower fees and etc. But I've been top rated before and I actually didn't see a difference in sales. So my expectations are tempered, but we're also going into Q4, which hopefully does account for better sales on eBay as well. And then total sales on Mercari, $207.52. I don't sweat Mercari at all. It's super easy to cross-list there, and so why not? But not a lot of my energy is going towards Mercari outside of just cross-listing and sending offers occasionally. Before I jump into what sold, I wanted to just say that I've actually, like I said, listed quite a bit this month for me. But this week I didn't, and that is because I spent 4 days that I would have been listing lowering prices. And I lowered prices on everything in my closet that I'd had prior to 2024. So I did move some stuff, thankfully, some older inventory that I really want to move. I'm just really, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's even logical, focused on getting rid of, shedding old inventory and just moving things faster. But because of that, I really think I lost out on the opportunity cost of listing. Because when you think about opportunity costs, essentially it's, okay, you take an hour and I spent that hour lowering prices, right? If that activity made me $100, okay, well, my computer crashed, but what I was saying, opportunity cost. So if I spent an hour lowering sales and it made me $100, okay, you look at that hour spent, you're like, wow, $100, that was time well spent. Well, the opportunity cost is if I could have spent that hour listing, which would have made me $200, then I, in essence, lost $100 because that's the opportunity cost. I could have spent that time making more money. So I really think maybe in the long run, it is better to have lowered prices. It's something that I needed to do. But in the short run, as when we look at just this week, it definitely did not, I don't think, made me more money, especially since we're in kind of a critical time to be listing because people are buying things now. This is like the back to school season when sales are at their peak. And so I kind of picked a bad week to be doing essentially, you know, back burner task of lowering prices. I should have done that in July, ideally, but it's okay. I did it, I got it done, and I won't have to worry about it again. And it did produce some sales, so you'll see older items in my what sold. Okay, let's resume back to what sold this week. So the first thing that sold wasn't actually an old item. I think I started lowering prices either on this day or the next. But this was a new Attack LL Bean flannel robe. I got this at the bins for $1.20. It sold after only 4 days. LL Bean, I just can't keep LL Bean in stock. Like every time I find it, and I'm pretty particular, I only pick up newer pieces and mainly newer outerwear or new Attack pieces like this. But every time I find it, it sells pretty quickly. I don't have like any LL Bean, so I really only pick it up at the bins too, but you know, unless it's a really cute piece. Paid $1.20 for this, listed for $35. Someone accepted my offer of $25.50 plus shipping, and so I made a gross profit of $15.79, and yeah, it sold after only 4 days. So pretty good sale. I'm happy about it, and LL Bean, it sells well for me, as long as you're pretty picky about what you pick up. Okay, this is my sale that was so great this month, and I swear to God, if it gets returned to me, no, it's actually been returned to me before. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of that story, but I sold it on Poshmark like a year ago, and it got returned because we listed it under the wrong size. So I guess I went through the whole story. But I listed it again for $1,500. It retails, this is like one of the most expensive brands and has the highest resale value. Brunello Cucinelli, it's made in Italy, it's incredibly expensive. I got this in liquidation. As you can see, it has the Nordstrom little return tag there. I listed it for $1,500. I received an offer for $890, which I accepted. I paid a lot for shipping because I wanted to insure it and ship it priority mail. I also paid a lot in fees because of promoted listings, but still, my gross profit is $671.17. It took 800 days to sell. I think, again, or maybe that's from when I originally listed it, or again after I sold it. No, it must have been when I originally listed it. Anyway, very good sale. This is, I mean, if you don't know Brunello Cucinelli, know it. If you ever come across it, pick it up. I mean, especially newer pieces like this one, that's new Tag, but it is very, very, very expensive, and yeah, it just, I used to, when I did liquidation, have like a sale like this almost every week. Maybe not like this, but I would sell things for multi-$100s, like a $300 item or a $500 item every week, and that really sustained my sales. But now that I don't do liquidation, these sales are much more rare. I don't have very many in my closet left over, and I don't source them very often, so when I do have a sale like this, it makes a huge impact on my sales. And then had 2 sales on Poshmark on this day. The first is another Eileen Fisher piece that sold really fast. Love picking up Eileen Fisher, especially at the bins, which is where I picked up this one. It's a size extra large, which is like a perfect Eileen Fisher size. Got this at the bins for $1.09. It's 100% linen top. I had it listed for $40, and I think someone sent me an offer for $20, and then I countered at $25 and they accepted. I can't remember, something like that, or they sent me an offer for $25 and I accepted. Gave me a gross profit of $18.91, and it sold after only 3 days. So right around where I want to be. Perfect sale. Would do it again. This was a really good sale too. This is an older soft surroundings piece, but when I found it at the bins, I checked comps, and this particular style just sells really well, and it's a perfect size as well. Petite, extra large. But yeah, this is an older soft surroundings tag, but still some styles that are older can perform well. I listed this for $40 based off of comps, and it sold for 30% off, $28 plus discounted shipping because Posher VA sends out my offers for me. If you don't know about Posher VA, you should try it out. You can try it out for free for 2 weeks. It's a Google Chrome extension software that automates a lot of your systems within your business, particularly sending offers. This is the #1 way you're going to generate sales on Poshmark. Is why I have more Poshmark sales than eBay sales. So I have mine set to send out 30% off offers 1 minute after someone likes something. So it just generates a lot of sales for me, this being one of them. I also use it to share my closet and to send out bulk offers. But yeah, so this sold after 18 days, a really good sale. And again, it generated almost $19.35 in gross profit. So really good sale. I would do that again too. And again, with soft surroundings, you really have to be size. Eileen Fisher and soft surroundings, I've put a hard cap. I don't pick up anything like below a large, unless it's like spectacular at the bins, but yeah. Medium, I might pick up if it's a really good piece. Small, I won't. Okay, and then going into the next day. So this was a pair of jeans that I sourced at Crossroads recently. I think I featured it in a haul. Yeah, I had a haul video go up last week that had a bunch of things in it. A lot of it I'm listing, I think, right now. And then some of it I had just listed last week. And if you didn't watch that haul had so many really good bolo brands, a lot of which I've never sold before, and some of which you'll see here this week. But this was one of them. This is a top 10 best brands to sell right now. Cezanne. This was a new tag pair of jeans, sold in 2 days. I had it listed for $88 and it sold again to a Poshmark VA automated. Offered to Liker for $61 plus discounted shipping. So my gross profit was about $36, which is great. Love selling Cezanne. Here's a Bowden dress. This took a little bit longer to sell than I thought, but this is really like 'tis the season for Bowden dresses to be selling. A lot of people, in my mind, the story I'm making up for this piece is that a teacher's going back to work and bought this to wear for back to school, going back to the classroom, but who knows? Maybe it could be a million other situations or scenarios. But this is a Bowden Edie wrap dress. I just listed one Bowden dress recently and I'm listing another one tonight. I love picking up Bowden jersey stretch dresses and cute prints, and this is what this is. I picked this up at a regular Goodwill for $9.99, and then I listed it for $45 and it sold to a Poshmark VA automated offer to Liker for $31 plus discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $12.79. Sold after 234 days, so like I said, took a little longer to sell than I would like, but it eventually sold and it sold for good money, so I'm happy. It's cute, happy with the sale. This took a little bit longer to sell too, but I had two of these. One of them sold faster, but this was my last one. The reason is because it's a size 5.5. But really, really cute. These are so cute. Pair of Tory Burch driver loafers. I had them listed for $190, and they again sold to a Poshmark VA automated offer to Liker for $133 plus discounted shipping. I think I had these listed for over $200 when I first listed them 714 days ago, but I've since lowered the price. This was in my last liquidation palette. I used to source via liquidation, and my last palette was a shoe palette, which was a great palette, but slowly selling off everything within it, and my gross profit on this was $94.57. So really good sale, super happy about it. And yeah, I mean, I can't redo this. I'm not doing liquidation ever again. Sales like that and the Brunello Cucinelli were like, well, okay, I understand why I did liquidation. I understand why people do it. Okay, and then this is also from liquidation. This, I think it was my last one in this colorway. I've probably sold like $1,000 worth of this particular style in different colors and sizes. I just got like at least 1 or 2 palettes where I just had a ton of these. Leith, it's an in-house Nordstrom brand, doesn't retail for a lot. For instance, this sweater retailed for $69, but it's at least a really like good sweater to have a lot of because it's very wearable, slouchy, long line, oversized fit, you know, in a thick knit. It's a good piece to have a lot of, but I'm slowly selling off all of these. This one took 1,369 days to sell and had it listed for $20. It sold again to a Poshmark VA automated offer to Liker for $14 plus discounted shipping, which made me a whole $1.83. But again, just really happy that it did sell. Here is an athletic. I bundled these together. I got both of them at the bins for $1.20 for both. I listed it for $40 and it sold for $28 plus discounted shipping after only 12 days. I love selling Athleta and I really like these t-shirts. I want to find some in my size. I don't think extra small would fit me, but yeah, made $19.18 after only 12 days on these, so that was a great sale. This one took longer to sell than I thought it would. Daydreamer used to be like a really fast selling brand. Certain pieces, I don't know, might sell faster than this one, but I've had a couple of instances where I've sold Daydreamer recently where it just took longer to sell than I thought it would. This one took 271 days. It did have flaws, you know, and I could have listed it lower and might have sold faster. It had like these little gray marks. yeah, like right there in the armpits. Anyways, but it's a really cute graphic. So Daydreamer is a brand that specializes in graphic tees, specifically band tees usually. I think, what did I have? I had another one. Yeah, this Sonny and Cher one. See, that's one in a bundle. I don't think it sold for $55. I also got that at the bins. That was really cute. This, I guess, is the newer Daydreamer tag, as opposed to this one, the older one. So just something to keep in mind. And now you can tell this is like a thicker knit t-shirt. So they've kind of changed the construction of their shirts now. I actually have some Daydreamer t-shirts myself that I probably need to get rid of because I never wear them anymore. But I don't know why I closed that. But it took 271 days to sell. I had it listed for 30. It sold for 21 with discounted shipping. Another Poshmark VA automated offer to like or take a shot every time I say that. Gross profit was $13.87. So happy about this sale. Okay, and then next was another bins find. This one took 74 days to sell, which is not surprising because it's a wool blazer that I listed in the summer. But and this was my last sale on this, what was it, Sunday. But it sold fairly quickly and for good money. It is actually, it's this houndstooth blazer by J. Crew, and this is a style by J. Crew that I will pick up every time I find it at the bins, and then most times I find it at a regular Goodwill too. It's from fall of 2019, so it's not like a super recent style, but that really doesn't matter when it comes to blazers by J. Crew. Just something that I'm starting to realize though is that I really kind of only want to pick up wool or wool blend blazers in J. Crew. The linen ones, for whatever reason, just don't seem to sell as well. I got this at the bins for $1.20. I listed it for $65, received an offer for $40, accepted it, and it gave me a gross profit of $30.80, and it sold after 74 days. This is something that I picked up at a regular Goodwill. I probably wouldn't do it again. These kind of like body suits tend to do well by Spanx, but this one I couldn't find a stock photo for it, and also, I think the ones with like underwire, etc., are just do a lot better than these ones. I would pick this up at the bins, but I paid $4.99 for it at a regular Goodwill. I had it listed for $38, and I received an offer for $22, which I just went ahead and accepted, which gave me a gross profit of $12.61. And it sold after only 22 days, but again, I'd probably just pass on it at a regular Goodwill and just only pick this up kind of thing up at the bins. But like, you know, last week I sold one that was extra large, which is also better size, or it was a large, I can't remember, and it had like, you know, the boning and the plunging neckline, etc. and it sold for $68 like overnight. So not all bodysuits sell the same by Spanx, but that's fine. Just good, something to keep in mind. Okay, so moving on. Oh no, that was my first sale on Monday, and then I had a few others, or several others. So this one was another Poshmark VA automated sale. And it's a pair of figs that I got at the bins for 75 cents. I listed them for 35 and they sold for 24 plus discounted shipping. That's kind of just my price point when it comes to fig pants these days, which is actually quite high if you consider that they only retail for 48 and I'm listing for 35 and they're selling for 50% off, which is great. Anyway, a gross profit was $16.43 and they sold after only 24 days, so I do really like picking up figs, but I only picked them at the bins now. Okay, this was my first sale from lowering prices. I've had this for 616 days, and so I lowered. This is a brand, and this is an older tag too. I think there's newer tag, Blank NYC. This is a brand I no longer pick up, and although I don't know, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, I know it's a no-go for me. I just don't allow myself to pick it up. Maybe I would pick up like a excellent condition, genuine leather jacket at the bins or something, you know. But generally, I don't pick this up anymore. But I lowered the price to $30, and it sold full price for $30, which is great. And it's a vegan leather, faux leather moto jacket in green. I got this in liquidation a long time ago, and so my gross profit was about 18 bucks. So very happy again that lowering prices did result in some sales. Here's another one. This is a Newitag Beach Riot bikini bottom. Really would like to see all my swimwear sell since we're at the end of summer. So I was really, really happy when I got this sale notification. Beachride's a good brand to know, I believe, and especially if you find something like a one piece or a matching two piece, it's going to sell really well. But, you know, I'm kind of just out of the business of selling just a bikini separates, but I don't allow myself to pick them up anymore. But this one, okay, so I had it for 1,259 days. I got it in liquidation, so it sold, I lowered the price to $25. It sold to a Poshmark automated offer to like for 17 plus discounted shipping, so my gross profit was $1.72. Yeah, I'm so happy it sold. Here's another sale from lowering prices. So I'm not saying that lowering prices didn't result in sales. Again, it did, so I'm happy about it, but the opportunity cost, gotta keep that in mind. I lowered it to 80. So this is a brand I don't pick up, but maybe, or I don't know if I even come across it. I got this in liquidation. It's Piazza Sempione. Apparently, you know, it can sell pretty well, but I had priced it, retails for $480. I had priced it over $100. I lowered the prices a couple times. Finally lowered the price to 80, and then I received an offer for 49. It's pure virgin wool, or 96% pure virgin wool. And I got it in liquidation 972 days ago. My gross profit was $33.20, so, you know, a good sale, but I mean, I guess, you know, I just overpriced it, which I think a lot of times if you have good inventory but it's not selling, you're probably just pricing it too high. And so it's good to do these types of audits on a regular basis, but I think what I'm going to do going forward is just really schedule these audits, like pick strategic weeks in order to do them in weeks and months that are slow. So, you know, summer is a good time to do it. Christmas, around Christmas time, like when you don't want to be working, but you do have some time, just lowering prices. I'll probably start doing that. Okay. Oh, I got an offer. Cool. Okay, I'll look at that later. My last sale of this day was on eBay, and this is actually something I was going to lower prices on, but it sold before I did. But I did accept a pretty low offer. So I had it listed for $35, and I received an offer for $20. Not bad. Plus shipping, which I accepted. Took the buyer a couple days to pay, but I'm glad that they did. And I made a gross profit of $8.26. It took 1,112 days to sell. It's an in-house Revolve brand that I like. I honestly don't even really pick up in-house Revolve brands at all anymore. I'll check comps if it seems like a really trendy, cute piece, but like I come across Lovers and Friends, Super Down, MBD, I just pass on it at a regular Goodwill. Maybe I'd pick it up at the bins. I just don't really tend to come across it at the bins. Tularosa, I just don't. All these in-house brands, I don't buy. It's funny because these things used to sell for so much money. Yeah, I don't know. There's resale value. It's a little bit of a flooded market, so you just have to be really item specific, and really recent styles are going to sell the best. MBD, no big deal. This sale was no big deal, so let's move on. Oh, okay. Yay. Okay, I had another eBay sale today. Hopefully they pay today, and it's an international sale, which I love because I don't have to worry about a return. Okay, so then moving on to the 27th, I had two sales on the 27th. One was on Mercari. And it was this Abercrombie & Fitch. I actually picked this up to take to Crossroads, but then decided to list it myself. I'm pretty happy that I did. It's a pretty good sale. Got it at the bins for $1.27, listed for $40, and it sold for $29.52 on Mercari. I actually sent out offers on Mercari, and I actually do regularly send out offers on Mercari. I mean, I'm like really downplaying it. When I have a minute on my phone, I just go and send some offers, but rarely results in anything. This time it did, so I was happy. And about a $30 sale. My gross profit was $23.38 because that factors in cost of goods and shipping, because I do free shipping on Mercari, and it sold after 43 days. So a good sale. It's this really cute, like linen cropped short sleeve blazer. And then my other sale on this day was a good one. It was also, I think, generated from lowering prices. And it's this Aina for MacDougall dress. Okay, so MacDougall, very expensive brand. Definitely one to know. I don't care if you don't like selling formal wear. You should just pick this up if you come across it. MacDougall just sell, I mean, the average sales price is great. Aina for MacDougall, I mean, this dress still retailed for almost $500, but doesn't sell as well. It's not as expensive, and it's their kind of like diffusion line, I guess. But still, I would still pick it up at a regular Goodwill. I got this one at liquidation though, 712 days ago, and it did sell. Oh, this one had a flaw. Like, there's supposed to be this beading tassel on the back, and it was removed. So I lowered the price to 140, and I received an offer for 100, which I accepted. You know, this could very well have been a homecoming purchase, who knows? But it resulted in a gross profit of $74. So very happy about this sale as well. Yeah, and I love selling McDougal. If I could sell more McDougal, I would. Okay, so moving on to the 28th. This is another item I had for a long time that was this sale. This is true for almost everything. My next 6 sales, so I don't want to repeat, or my next 5 sales were all from lowering prices. So this one I had lowered to $45. It's a new tag frame skinny jean that I had for 812 days. I don't pick up printed denim anymore. This is something that I wouldn't recommend picking up, but I had it way overpriced, so I finally lowered the price to $45, and it sold to a Poshmark automated offer to Liker for $31 plus discounted shipping. It is very cute, sold on places like Forward, Revolve, etc. But yeah, so happy that it did sell size 25, which is also a harder size to move. It did result in a gross profit of $18.90 after, like what I said, 800 days. Next, I had these. I actually got these at a regular Goodwill 907 days ago. I thought they were going to sell so much faster. I think I overpriced them. They're rag and bone. I got them at a regular Goodwill for $9.99. They're really cute, I think. Like these Western style denim shorts. They have this like Western seam along the back and the front. Their pockets are so cute, and little patch pockets on the back. And this really beautiful dark indigo wash. I wanted to keep them, and I didn't because I was like, oh, I'll make money. I actually lost money on this sale. What? How is that possible? Because, oh no, I have this mixed up. These sold for, I had them listed for $38. I had lowered the price, and then I received an offer for $20, which I accepted with shipping. So my gross profit was actually $13.02. Sorry, I got some numbers mixed up. So not horrible, but yeah, they took so long to sell. Man, I probably just overpriced them. I tend to do that with things I really like. Something I'm trying to avoid doing. I'm being better about it. Okay, I either just need to keep it or price it to sell. So next, I think I got this. I'm trying to remember where I got this. I think I got it in Austin, like a very long time ago, because this took 713 days to sell. This is a brand August. It's sold in places like Revolve. This is the type of brand I don't pick up anymore, really, especially this is like more of an outdated style. Anything with this like keyhole cutout situation, I'm finding really hard to sell. I received an offer on this. I had it listed for $29. I received an offer for $10 plus shipping, which I accepted because I've had it for so long. And it did generate $9.11 in sales, or in gross profit. So not bad. My cost of goods wasn't very high, and I think my shipping was lower than what I charged. I charged like $8 for shipping. But anyways, yeah, I would not pick this up again, but I'm glad it moved. Here's something I'm not picking up anymore. I used to buy a ton of these on like ThreadUp, etc. J brand maternity jeggings. This also had a few flaws. I literally used to buy so many of these. This and the J brand Natasha jeans, which are also taking longer to sell now. I don't buy those anymore. I just don't pick up J brand really at all anymore. Anyways, these I had purchased, I think, on ThreadUp for $11.15. I lowered the price to $30, and I received an offer on Mercari for $23, which I accepted, and that resulted in a gross profit of $4.85, and they took 500 days to sell. So this is kind of, these sales are just a lesson in what I'm not picking up anymore, which I guess is, you know, especially if you watch a lot of my videos, good to update you on, because if you watch an older video and think that, oh, J-Brand's great. Someone did tag me in an Instagram post, and they were like, they had purchased J-Brand Natasha jeans, and it was selling well for them, I think, fairly recently. So I'm glad if it's working for you, it's working for you. That's great. I'm probably just overpricing it, and I did lower the price on a bunch recently, like I just said. Okay, these I lost money on. So I got these. I used to have the impression, I bought these 882 days ago at a regular Goodwill for $12.99, that this Levi's made and crafted tag was really expensive, and so I picked these up under the impression that this would sell really fast and for good money because I spent way too much on them. I just obviously don't even buy skinny jeans. I don't buy Levi's in general anymore. I actually did just buy one to test it out, but it was a new tag, good size, wedgie fit. So we'll see if it sells. But I definitely don't pick up Levi's skinny jeans. I would recommend you not picking up Levi's skinny jeans. Anyways, I lowered the price on these for $15. So it did sell full price, which is a miracle for $15. And I lost $1. But I'm just so happy that they did sell. That I think I have a few that I'm probably just gonna have to end up giving back to Goodwill. Okay, so this is a back to items that sold fast. Now we have like 4 sales that sold pretty fast. This is a pair of Fit Flop tennis shoes. This is my first time selling Fit Flop, and I think I'm going to continue picking it up when it's in excellent condition like this. I think this was actually in a thrift with me. I got these for $12.99. I listed them for $45 and I received an offer on eBay for $38 plus shipping, which is great. It resulted in a gross profit of $18.18. That's actually better than what I was thinking it was going to do, and it sold after only 5 days. So a spectacular performance. Would pick these up again, and I'm going to continue to pick up cute styles of Fit Flop in the future. Okay, and then another eBay sale. This was my last eBay sale of the week. I haven't had any eBay sales today, or yeah, I guess I just had one today, but like the past couple days. Anthropologie Maeve linen blouse. I got this at the bins. It was a good sale, a good pickup. I got it for $1.03. I had it listed for $30 and it sold for $21 plus shipping. So it resulted in a gross profit of about $14.25, sold after 23 days. So this is the type of piece that I would definitely pick up at the bins, but I don't pick this up at a regular Goodwill. There's not enough profit margin or to do that, but I love finding stuff like this at the Goodwill bins. It's so easy to list, and it's lightweight and sells pretty quick. Oh, this was a little bit of an experiment, and experiment paid off. Ann Taylor cable knit striped sweater, super cute. It has these like buttons on the shoulder. This was definitely a style pickup and a size pickup because it's extra large. It's this cute nautical style cable knit. Lots of keywords here. I never really pick up Ann Taylor, so I'll continue to be selective and pick up cute Ann Taylor pieces from the bins when I come across them. Another thing that I liked about it, it's from spring 2022, so it's a recent piece, and since Ann Taylor puts the style number and the season it's from on their materials tag, it makes it really easy to list. So this was a good sale. Would do this again. I paid $1.20 for it at the bins. I listed it for $35. It sold to a Poshmark VA automated offer to liker for $24 plus discounted shipping, which resulted in a gross profit of about $16 after only 12 days. Here's another quick flip, another sweater that sold fast from the bins. I think this was from the same Goodwill bins trip. J. Crew Pointel sweater. This was in a size medium. What season was this from? Spring 2020, so pretty recent. I had this listed for $30 and it sold for $21. Another 30% off Poshmark VA offer to liker, which resulted in a gross profit of $13.58, and it sold after only 15 days. This is the type of piece that's just selling really fast right now, sweaters, so I need to get listing some. Okay, oh, and then I had this big bundle sale to a viewer, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for this purchase and your sweet note. Really, I like teared up when I was reading it, and thank y'all. If any of y'all have purchased something from me recently, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And sometimes I miss messages and comments and so forth, and I'm sorry. To be honest, I'm kind of drowning in terms of juggling everything I have to juggle. But when I do come across y'all's notes, especially when they're really touching and sweet like this one was, it really does mean a lot to me, so thank you. Anyways, this was a bundle of, I think, 6 things, and these were all things I had recently lowered the price on. So this Lovers and Friends jumpsuit, this slouchy sweatshirt, this tie-dye Free People shirt, this Thinking About You hoodie. I have several more of these. I think I have one more of this one. And then this I have in a different size, and this I have in a different size, but those are my last in that size. I have one more of this Free People Be Yours pullover cowl neck sweater. It's really soft. And then I have a few more of these Found sweatshirts, and I think that's it. Yeah, so that was a bundle of all those things. I'm not going to go into how much the gross profit on let's just total it up. On everything in that bundle was $35.75, because it's all from liquidations, all older pieces. And again, I just lowered the prices on all of them. So, but I'm just really, really happy to have moved these pieces. So thank you so, so, so much. I hope you love them. Really cute pieces, I think. So yeah, if y'all want to get a good deal, I just lowered this to $22, etc. Send me an offer, or just like it, and Poshmark will send you an offer. Okay, anyway, so then I had two pieces sell back to back that sold overnight. So these are really good Bolo brands to know. I never sold these brands, and they were in that, again, what I mentioned, that a recent thrift haul that had a ton of good brands in it. This is Wool, and I had never even heard of this brand, but some of y'all clearly had, because you commented that on the video. Really good brand to know, sold really fast. Comps looked great. I listed it for $90. It sold 30% off for $63 plus discounted shipping, which is about what this type of piece sells for. So I was really happy with the sale. I got it at a regular Goodwill for about $10, and it gave me a gross profit of $38.39. I mean, a spectacular sale. Very, very happy with the performance of this piece, and I'll definitely be on the lookout for Wool and in the future. And then again, this is another brand I will be on the lookout for. I actually have another piece I need to list, buy it, luckily. Cotton, K-O-T-N. This one, didn't sell for as much because it doesn't retail for as much. This is just a turtleneck, and it retails for $48. But I listed it for $30, and it sold for 30% off, $21. Plus discounted shipping. I actually had a lot of interest on Mercari and eBay for this piece as well. So it only had a gross profit of $6.79, but sold overnight. So I would definitely pick it up again and maybe list it a little bit higher, maybe list it at 35. And then this was my last sale of the week, and it is another liquidation thing, liquidation piece that I lowered the price on. New with tag, Free People James bandana print pullover sweatshirt. I think I have one more of these in a different colorway. I lowered the price to $50, and someone sent me an offer for $40, which I accepted. It's new with tags, and it gave me a gross profit of $20.66, and it sold after 1,041 days. But that is the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. And if you've been watching this What Sold series throughout the summer, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, let me know what kind of video you want to see moving forward. I think I am gonna stop this type of video. I know some of y'all were kind of sad about that. Maybe I'll come back to it at some point, but I'm ready for a change. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, love y'all. Bye.